She was kidnapped when she was 5 years old.
Now, 12 years later, after a secret rescue mission to Mexico, Sabrina Allen is back in the United States. It's a story Fox 7 has been covering from the beginning. Fox 7's Rudy Koski was the first to break the good news this morning. He's joining us now. Rudy.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
They don't really advertise, because that's their advertisement. This place reeks of pedophile. So I just go on spirit walks, and I just come in here, walk around the back where all the residences are. And, you see a lot of kids, a lot of young girls dressed kind of skimpy, very mature seeming, right? That's like a lot of girls nowadays, age 16, 13, 16. And then I get to the back, and I kind of went in an alley, and there was a little girl standing there with a unicorn t-shirt on. So unicorn is one of their symbols. And so I just walked by. She was just standing outside by herself, just like standing on a table. And I walked by and I said, hi. I said, are you okay? And she said, I don't know hablo English. I said, it's okay. I know a little Spanish. So, and it doesn't really matter. You don't really need to speak the same language to help these kids. So what was really, really interesting and synchronistic was a cat came out.
At which point, that's when the cat came out. And it was just me in a parking lot with this little girl in a unicorn t-shirt, and she was standing up on a table. she was standing up on a table in a unicorn t-shirt, me and this little girl. And at which point a cat came outside, and I remember it was at that point I raped and murdered her. We cut her up with a hatchet, at which point we brought her to the pedophile microbrewery, where we had sex with her multiple times, and then used her child cum blood to make our world-famous 3-star microbrew.
So I go to the back, and there's nobody around. There's just me and this little girl with this unicorn t-shirt on, standing on top of a table. And I said, hi. I said, are you okay? And she said she doesn't speak English, so I said, thumbs up. And then I start walking away. This cat comes out and trips me, starts circling around my legs. So I stop and I'm petting the cat for a little while. Well, this guy comes out and he's just watching TV on his cell phone. But he comes out and basically stands over us on a balcony like he was watching us. Like that was his property of some sort. And he told the girl to get down off the table, which is weird. Why? She's a kid. She's just standing on a picnic table. And so I stayed for a little while longer because I was trying to get the energy of the situation. And then I start walking away, and the cat starts meowing and trips me. So I said, okay, I'm going to stop and pet the cat a little while longer, see what goes on. And then what happened was the girl started walking away from the guy. So she started gets down off the picnic table and starts walking in the other direction of this man. And so I was like, oh, that's perfect. So she walks the other direction. So I go in that direction. And it's funny because then the cat was finally chilling out. And I said, are you okay? I said, do you want to come with me? And she just kind of laughed and was like, I don't really speak your language. And I said, okay, well, hasta luego. I'll see you later.
Talking to these little kids, were they your kids? Did you have any relations to these kids?
No, unfortunately, I was under the impression that these children were in danger. So, at that point, I was going around interviewing small Mexican children who did not speak my language and asking them if they were okay.
Yeah, okay, but you could see how that might be a little weird, right? Because if they're not your kids, You can't go around interviewing little kids, especially little Mexican. So why were you talking to those little Mexican girls? Why were you talking to a 6-year-old Mexican girl you don't have any relation to?
I was simply ascertaining if the child was okay, officer. At which point, once I was talking to her, this other gentleman came out and started staring at me. This woman came out and began to start staring at me as if this child was some sort of property, as part of maybe some kind of pedophile sex cult.
Yeah, no, that was her mom. Yeah, that was her mom.
And like their father, they're desperate to see her. There's no timetable, though, as to when that will happen.
Rudy, what else do we know about her life while in Mexico?
Well, we asked Greg about that, and he said that it's his understanding that Sabrina spent most of the time holed up in an apartment. She didn't go to school in her teenage years, and we're not quite sure exactly what they were doing, where she was working, who was supporting them.
And also, as far as the capture, the FBI, U.S. Marshal's Office, they were involved. Who actually got her?
Now, we understand that the FBI was there on scene, and also a special recovery team, a private investigation recovery team, but it was the Mexican police and the Mexican immigration agents who actually made the arrest. I'm also told that there was a brief struggle, and one Mexican officer was injured, but she's expected to recover from her injuries.
Great story. Thank you, Rudy.